Good evening, friends. Today we'll learn how to create negative sentences in simple present tense. In the previous class, we learned how to create normal sentences in simple present, right? We also discussed when do we use simple present. We use simple present to express a habitual action or general truths, or when we get use these words always, never, often, sometimes, usually, plus simple present. The verb should be in simple present. Now, in this class, in the previous class where we discussed, the sentences that we discussed all were positive sentences. In today's class, we'll discuss negative sentences. Negative sentences, that means opposite of positive. How do we do this? For example, I eat chocolates every day. That is a positive sentence. I do not eat chocolates every day. That is a negative sentence. Right. I work in London. I do not work in London. That is a negative sentence. Right. How to create negative sentences in simple present. The structure is the same. This is the structure for positive sentences, right? I eat. I live in London. I watch cricket. I drink coffee. He drinks coffee. They drink coffee, etc. This we had already discussed. Now, for negative sentences, we use these forms. Do not for I, does not for he, she, it, and again do not for we, you, they. I, we, you, they do not, he, she, it does not. Then please look at it carefully. I do not eat fish. That's it. I do not eat fish. He, she, it does not eat fish. It is not eats. Please notice the difference. He does not eat fish again. It is not, he does not eats fish. Because this does has already taken that S. Do, does, do. Right? This does, whatever that verb form is already taken by this does. So we will not again say eats. Right? He, she, it he does not work in London. It is not he does not works in London. Right? Please notice the difference. He works in London. He does not work in Paris. He lives in London. He, she does not live in London. He watches cricket. She does not watch cricket. Please notice the difference. S will come here in case of positive statement, while S will not come. We'll use the base form of the verb. This is called the base form of the verb, which we use for I, we, you, they, work, live, watch, drink, do, eat. These are the base forms of the verb. Right. We use the base default form of the verb instead of adding any s. For he, she, it, if it is a negative sentence, but we use do not, does not, and do not. He, she, it is not do not. He, she, it does not. We use these forms, right? But then the normal verbs we use in normal form, right? Do not, does not, and do not. Please notice this, right? He, she, it does. He, she, it does not. Okay, let us look at some examples. I drink coffee, but I do not drink coffee. Sita drinks tea. Sita drinks tea. This is fine. S is there, drinks tea. But she does not drink coffee. Does not, not drinks. Does not drink coffee. You don't work very hard. You don't. That means you do not. Don't means do not. You do not work very hard. It is not you do not works very hard. Okay. We do not we do not watch television very often. We do not watch. We watch television versus we do not watch television. The weather is usually nice. It does not rain very often. It does not rain. It rains very often versus it does not rain very often. It does not, you cannot put rains. Right. If it is a negative sentence, it does not rain very often. Gerry and Linda don't know many people. Gerry and Linda. They're together, they means they. It is not he, she. Gerry and Linda, they do not know. They do not know. It is not they do not knows. They do not know many people. I don't like Fred and Fred doesn't like me. Fred means he. He doesn't like me. It is not he doesn't likes me or he don't like me. Right? He, she, it does not plus the base verb. My car doesn't use much petrol, not uses. My car, it does not use. It uses much petrol versus it does not use much petrol. My car don't use is wrong because it does not use. It does not uses is also wrong. It should be does not use only. Sometimes he is late, but it does not happen very often. It does not happen. It happens very often versus it does not happen. Happens is wrong. If you use does not. I don't like washing the car. I don't do it very often. Do. Do is the base form. I don't do. Okay. I do not do. Please notice the same do is coming twice. I don't do means I do not do. Right. The same do is coming twice. That is acceptable. Sandra speaks Spanish, but she does not speak. It is not she does not speaks. Well, she speaks Spanish, she does not speak Italian. Does not speaks is wrong. Do not speak is also wrong. He, she, it should be does not and then base form of the word which is speak. Bill does not do his job very well. Does not do. It's not does not does. Does not do. Right? Do is a original form. Right? Does not do. Does not do. Does not and the original form which is do. Bill does not do his job very well. Okay, we cannot skip this do also. Don't get confused. There will be two do's. Right? Does not is different than this do. Does not his job is also wrong. Does not does his job is also wrong. Does not do his job. For does not usually have breakfast. Okay? Have, has, same. Have is the base form. Earlier we discussed, right? In the previous discussion also we have discussed. Have is the base form. Does not have. Does not have, not does not has. Have is the base form, that's why he does not have. For does not usually have. Have is the correct one. Okay. Some examples we have seen. Let us look at some exercises. What I do, you take what you should do, you take a brief pause here. We'll take a brief pause here. You look at these statements and try to find out the answers yourselves. Yourself. Right? There are few questions. In the first set, we have to write the negative. I play the violin very well. I do not play the violin very well. Likewise, you have to write negatives for all these statements. Similarly, in the second set, you should use do not and does not. The verb is given, whether you use do not or does not, along with the form of the verb, read or reads, use, uses, go, goes, etc. Right? In the third set, in the third set, you have to read the statement and understand whether the verb by looking at the statement, it should be a positive statement or negative statement, and use either do not or does not, or or just if it is positive, directly use the verb in the correct form. These are the three exercises. You take a pause and read these exercises and do these exercises, then unpause and continue with the video. Right. If you have any doubts, please mention in the comments below. Okay, let's continue. I play the violin very well. What is the opposite? I do not. I do not play. Plays anyway as the base form. I do not play the violin very well. Jane plays the piano very well. What is the opposite? Jane means he, she, it. He does not play. Jane does not play the piano very well. Okay, we should remove this S if it is a negative statement. They know my phone number. We, you, they know. They do not know. The know is already in the base form, so we should continue in the base form. They do not know my phone number. We work very hard. We do not. We plus do not. We do not work very hard. He has a bath every day. We already discussed. Has is not the base form. Have is the base form. He does not have a bath every day. He does not has is wrong. He does not have a bath every day. You do the same thing every day. You, we, you, they do not. You do not do the same thing every day. Don't get confused with to do's. You do not do the same thing every day. Right. Here in this case, in the second set, I buy a newspaper every day, but sometimes I, what should we do? Here we should put a negative statement. Right. I do not read. Read is anyway in the base form. I do not read. Paul has a car, but he should go with does not. Use he does not use it very often. They like films, but they will go with do not. They do not go. Go is already in the base form. They do not go to the cinema very often. Amanda is married, but she, it does not. She, it does not wear. It's not, she does not wears. Please notice, she does not wear a ring. I, I do not. I do not know much about politics. I am not interested in it. It is not an expensive hotel. It should go with does not. He, she, it does not. It does not cost much to stay there. Brian lives near us, but they do not. We do not meet him very often. Here, I do not or I like my job. It is saying it is a negative statement because it is very boring. That means I do not like my job. I don't like my job. It is not I doesn't. I don't like my job. It is very boring. Where is Martin? I am sorry. Again, this is a negative statement. I do not know. Sue is a very quiet person. That means this is again a very statement. She, he, she, it does not. She does not talk very much. It's not she does not talks very much. It is she does not talk very much. Jim dash a lot of tea. It is his favorite drink. This is a positive statement. Jim drinks a lot of tea. It is his favorite drink. It is not true. It is a negative statement. I do not believe it. That's a very beautiful picture. It's a positive statement. I like it very much. Mark is a vegetarian. This is a negative statement. He does not eat meat. He does not eat meat is wrong. He does not eat meat. If it was, Mark is a non-vegetarian. Then he eats meat. Right. Please notice the difference between when we use does not and the correct verb form. Hope you understood this. Please notice this table, and this table. These are very important. You should note down these tables in a notebook and then answer these questions. Hope you understood how to use do not and does not, how to make negative statements in simple present tense. Right. Any doubts? Please mention in the comments below and we'll pick this up again. Thank you guys. All the best.